Welcome crafters! I hope you're enjoying the holiday season. Today we're going to be making this adorable s'more keychain. My favorite part about this little s'more is that it is so squishable. If you don't want to create a keychain, you can also just use it and just like place it on your desk if you like, and it'll be an adorable little stuffy. So with that, let's get crafting. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel for more step-by-step videos. To craft the s'more, you're going to need 3 colors of cotton yarn: brown for the chocolate, a beigeish color for the graham cracker, and white for the marshmallow. In this video, I used a 3.5mm crochet hook, even though the yarn I chose recommends using a 4mm crochet hook. I used 2 safety eyes for the eyes, but if you don't have that, you can head over to my happy little pot video and see how I sew on the eyes with just some yarn once you get to that part. You'll need something to fill your s'more with. I used polyester fill. We're going to start by creating the graham cracker top and bottom for our s'more. Start by creating a slip knot. Then you're going to chain 9, so pull a loop through 9 times. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Next, you're going to single crochet, so you're going to go into your 8th chain. You're going to pull a loop through, and then you're going to pull a loop through your 2. So you're going to do this a total of 8 times all the way down the chain that we created. So once again, you go through, pull a loop through, and pull through 2 to single crochet. Once you've reached the end, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and then single crochet 8 more times all the way down. You're going to repeat this process again, so chain 1, turn your work, and then single crochet another 8 times down. Once again, you're going to repeat this process. Chain 1, turn your work, and single crochet 8 times. Once again, chain 1, turn your work, and single crochet 8 more times. Repeat this process again by chaining 1, turning your work, and then single crocheting 8 more times. Repeat once again by chaining 1, turning your work, and single crocheting 8 times. This is the last round that we repeat that process, so chain 1, turn your work, and single crochet 8 times. Now we're going to work all the way around the outside of the rectangle that we've created. So to start this off, you're going to chain 2, so pull a loop through 2 times and turn your work. Then we're going to half double crochet 8 times. So you yarn over, you go through the next stitch, pull a loop through, and pull through 3 loops. Once again, to half double crochet, you have to yarn over, pull a loop through, and then pull through 3. So do this a total of 8 times till you reach that corner. Once you're at the corner, you're going to chain 1 and then half double crochet 8 more times down. Because we had a total of 8 rounds where we made those rows, there should be 8 stitches that you can half double crochet into all the way down till you reach the corner. That you're at the next corner, you're going to chain 1 and half double crochet 8 more times. For the very last side of our graham cracker, you're going to chain 1 and then half double crochet 8 times down till you reach the corner. Chain 1 more time, then you're going to slip stitch your edges together. And to finish off, pull 1 more loop through, then you can cut a tail of your yarn and give a tug on your crochet hook. You want to repeat this whole process 1 more time so you have the other graham cracker to go on the top and bottom of your s'more. Start off the chocolate layer, you're going to create a slip knot. Then we're going to work into the front stitches of our half double crochets. We're going to go in through that first stitch there and we're going to slip stitch into it. So pull a loop through and then pull through that loop, then chain 1. We're going to start our half double crochets right beside where we did our slip stitch, so right beside through that second front stitch there. And then we're going to work all the way down. You see how they kind of look like they're diagonal. So half double crochet through all those diagonal stitches for a total of 8 times. Now that you've reached the corner, you're going to chain 1 and then half double crochet 9 times. So make sure you go through that first half double crochet of your graham cracker. You do that twice. You go in through that first stitch and that second stitch of the 1 half double crochet. Then you work your way down with 8 more half double crochets. Once again, you should have reached the corner and you're going to chain 1 and then repeat with 9 more half double crochets. And once again, you want to go through that first half double crochet of the graham cracker. You do it twice. You go in through that front stitch, the first one there, and through the second one of that 1 half double crochet of the graham cracker. And you repeat this process one more time, chain 1, then half double crochet 9 times down. Now that you've made it to the end, you're going to chain 1 and slip stitch the chocolate corners together. So go in where we had that chain 1 at the very beginning. Finish off the chocolate part, you have to pull one more loop through, and then you can cut yourself a tail and give a tug on your crochet hook. To start our marshmallow off, you have to do a slip knot. And then we're going to slip stitch into the corner of our chocolate graham cracker, just through that one stitch like we did with the chocolate layer. So through the first stitch of our half double crochet on the front of it. Then you can chain 1 and half double crochet all the way around, a total of 36 times, using the same stitches that you did for your chocolate to graham cracker layer. You should see that they kind of stick out a little bit. Those are the stitches that you want to go into for creating the marshmallow layer. And make sure you're working through the stitches that are on the inside, not the outside of your chocolate layer. After you've half double crocheted all the way around, you can join back up with me. Once you've reached the end, you have to slip stitch your marshmallow sides together. So go in through that chain 1 that we created. For the next round of our marshmallow, we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to half double crochet a total of 37 times all the way around. We're going to work through the top stitch of the half double crochets that we made in the last round. So not through the front like we've been doing, go through the top. Once you've completed that, then you can join back up with me. Now that you've reached the end, you're going to slip stitch your marshmallow sides together, going through that chain 2 that we created. For the next round, we're going to do single crochet decreases. To do this, you need to go through the next stitch, pull a loop through, and go through the next stitch beside that one, pull another loop through, and then you're going to pull through all 3 loops. So once again, you go through the top of the next stitch, pull a loop through, and then you go through the next stitch and pull another loop through and pull through all 3 loops in order to single crochet decrease. For this round, you have to do this a total of 18 times. Once you've done that, you can join back up with me at the end. We're going to slip stitch into that extra stitch beside where we've done our decreases. So pull through one more, and then we're going to slip stitch one more time into the first single crochet decrease that we created. To finish off the marshmallow part, you just have to pull one more loop through, and then we're going to cut a very long tail because we're going to use this tail to sew on the bottom of our s'more. We have to use it to sew the other graham cracker piece on. So leave quite a long tail. It's okay if it's longer than actually needed, which definitely happens to me at the end. You'll see that, but it's better to have more than not enough. Then you can give a little tug on your crochet hook and pull all of that string through so you have a nice long tail. Before we can attach our other graham cracker bottom piece, we're going to create the face of our s'more. So to do that, take your safety eyes and place them through the stitches, however far apart you like. Before you actually push the washer piece through the back, definitely make sure you check that you like the distance of your eyes so they're not too close or too far away for your liking. I put my eyes 5 stitches apart from each other, and before I push the washers through, I'm actually going to sew on the mouth. So I'm going to take some of my brown yarn, cut it, and then put it through my tapestry needle so it's in half. I'm going to go through the inside of the s'more, and I'm going to make my smile 3 stitches long. So then I go back into the s'more, and I try to leave the yarn a little bit loose in the front just so it can kind of create a little smile. And then I take my scissors and I'm going to cut the yarn where my tapestry needle is so I can tie my ends together once I'm happy with the look of my s'more face. So tie those ends together. I like to give mine a double knot just to make sure that it will definitely not come loose. And if I'm happy with the eyes, then I can push the washers so they stay tight where they are and they won't be able to come off. Once again, if you don't have any of these safety eyes, you can check out my Happy Little Pot video and it will show you how to sew on some eyes instead. Now we're going to sew on the bottom graham cracker of our s'more, so try your best to line up the corners so it doesn't go crooked. And we're going to go right through the first corner with our thread through those front stitches of the half double crochets. Just weave back and forth, going through the top stitches of your marshmallow where we did those single crochet decreases, and then I go through about 2 of the half double crochet stitches at a time now of the graham cracker, just because you do have more graham cracker stitches than you will have stitches of your marshmallow. Once you've sewn 2 sides on of your s'more, then join back up with me because we have to make sure we fill our s'more with the stuffing. So just set your tapestry needle down for a moment, and then you can fill your s'more with as much stuffing as you like. So make it as full or as little full as you like. I like to make sure mine has enough that I can give it a good squish. And once you're happy with how full your s'more is, then you can keep working round and finish by sewing the rest of the graham cracker bottom on. Once you're all done that, then you can join back up with me. After you've sewed all the way around, then you can cut the tail a little bit shorter if it's still really long, and then you have to weave that end in along with all your other ends. So go back and forth about 3 times through your stitches with your tapestry needle to weave in all your ends. And once you're done that, then you can join back up with me and I'll give you a little sneak peek of my next video. I hope you enjoyed creating this adorable little s'more with me. If you have a keychain ring, then you can now attach it to your s'more. Well, thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed creating this little s'more, please subscribe for more videos on my channel. As promised, here's my next video, a little sneak peek. I made a Nightmare Before Christmas tree topper out of some clay and also some little mini clay ornaments to go with it. This video will unfortunately not be posted before Christmas. It's going to come after Christmas. But if you would like a video to make an ornament right now, then you can check out my star ornament video and subscribe to my channel.